From the John Nevada Broadcast Center, it's time for the Donna Sports with Don Figarelli on the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network on Wednesday, May the 21st, the year 2014. And now, here is Don Figarelli and the Donna Sports.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Donna Sports Show with the big guy. Wow, what a show we got for you today, folks. First of all, I want to thank Kevin over at WRHS 89.7 FM from Ridgewood High School. They broadcast our show quite a bit, maybe every week or so. So we want to thank Kevin for that. And also, folks, a new sponsor with us, okay? Jacoby Law, injury, workers' comp, criminal, traffic. Thomas M. Jacoby, attorney at law. He's located at 181 South Bloomingdale Road in Bloomingdale. It's Suite 103. Now, here's his cell phone number, 630-439-5256. Let me give you that again. Cell phone number, 630-439-5256. They want to call the office if you lose that number, so that's 630-894-4400. You want to send them a fax, 630-894-4681. Again, Jacoby Law, Thomas M. Jacoby. Call or email tmjacoby@gmail.com, www.jacobeylaw.com. Tom Jacoby, a great guy. He'll work on your side. He'll get you the maximum of what you got coming. He's been in business quite a while. Nice young guy, energetic guy. He'll do a terrific job for you. Thomas M. Jacoby, attorney at law in Bloomingdale, Illinois. So give him a call. He'll help you out. All right, folks, on the show, also, of course, our regular sponsors, Primerica Investments by Mike Figarelli and Fox Bowl out there in Wheaton. You want to go bowling, go out there. It's air-conditioned, great atmosphere out there at Fox Bowl in Wheaton. Go out there and see Tom Sims. Wayne H. O'Brien, real estate man. The H stands for hockey and houses. He loves hockey. He still plays hockey. 72, 73 years old. Maybe 75, no, in that range. He still plays hockey, and he's a real estate man. Wayne H. O'Brien. Intrend Incorporated, of course, Loretta Rosenmeyer. It's a great company that does a lot of work along with ComEd. So Loretta and Dan do a great job. Dan is one of the Dukes from way back, and I'll tell you a little more about our Dukes Club, okay? Auto Advantage of Addison. Anything wrong with your car, bring it in. See Leroy there, Auto Advantage, or Dom. They'll help you out with your car on anything you want to do on your car. J.D. Muggs Still and Grill on Addison Road. The Pyramid Bar and Pizza. What a place that is. 25 pool tables. Get in there. It's around Lake Street. The Pyramid Club. The food is great. And let's see. Max Golden Pheasant. Yeah, Steve Mack, my buddy Steve, right there on North Avenue. Been in business 30, 40 years. Max Golden Pheasant, his dad owned the place, and Steve's a terrific guy, and wonderful food. All right, well, let's get it going here, folks. We're going to make some calls, of course, Jack Ryan and Wayne, and some bowling news. But before, as Tommy's making that call, I want to, I don't know, we got to ask the guys about these ex-football players suing the NFL for injuries they received. I don't know. I just and I think some of the Bears are involved with it. I mean, I really can't. I don't know if it's justified or not. I mean, every guy who played football, no matter what level, he's gonna sue whoever the high school was or the college because he gets a headache now every once in a while. I mean, that's the chance you take, so to speak. If they warn you ahead of time, it's a violent sport, it's a rough sport. You got to take that. They're well paid. and I know a lot of ex-football players, and they're pretty well off. I don't see where they're destitute, and their injury is causing them to not make a living, perhaps. But I don't know, fellas. It's kind of, and they're revered, you know. Wow, a guy played for the Bears or played for the NFL football player. You know, you want to get their autograph, and I don't know. It's just like it demeans them a little bit to me. I mean, I don't think they're in that bad a shape, perhaps, and I'm sure they've got workman's comp on some of their injuries that they had, and I don't know. I'm going to talk to Billy Legans, of course, a friend of mine who played for the Rams, and he's involved with the fifth quarter ex-football players. They have like a club, an organization, and in there, Robin Earl played with the Bears, and quite a few other guys. Bob Avellini. If I see them, I don't know if they're involved in that, in the lawsuit, but I'll see what their thoughts are on it. I really kind of a little disappointed, you know. But that's just my thought. If you see me, tell me what you think about that. All right, of course, we got to talk about the Blackhawks. Hey, how about that, huh? And they're going to do it, I think. You know, just got to get by one more team in the playoffs. And now who do we have? Wayne? All right, Wayne. All right. That cleared out my eardrums, Johnny. All right, Wayne.
Hi there.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing? We were just talking about the Blackhawks. Wayne, I think they're going to do it. They're going to get to the finals. I'm a little disappointed with the Bruins, you know, because I know you're a big Bruin fan, and they couldn't do it, you know. That would have been fun, you and I going back and forth on who's going to win the Stanley Cup, you know. What are your thoughts on that? I think actually the Bruins blew it, right? Because they had home ice advantage.
I think it'll be the Rangers and Hawks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you figure the Rangers will beat Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're playing them. I don't know what that is right now.
They won 2 games
in
Montreal.
Is that right? Well, then that should do it. Yeah, that'll be the. I guess the Rangers must have a pretty good goalie, huh? I don't know who it is right off the top of my head, but
evidently,
yeah, he must be pretty good
and good players.
Because, right. Yeah, that'll be if they beat Montreal 2 games already up in Montreal. I kind of missed it, you know.
The first 2 games were in Montreal and they lost them both.
Oh boy. And that'll be well. The Hawks play tonight, I believe, and they should win. I would think. You know, the Crawford's pretty hot. You know, and
I think at the most the Ranger Montreal will go 5 games maybe.
Yeah. But our cup. Oh, let me ask you, Wayne. Just a topic that came up, and I couldn't believe it. I don't know if all of the Bears, not all, there's some of the 85 Bears are involved with this. They're suing the NFL for injuries they received while they were playing football. And they said, well, the doctors made them play, or the coaches made them play, so now they get a headache every once in a while.
Red Bull, they're prima donnas. So.
I know. Right. And, you know, them guys are pretty well off. I mean, you know, they're not hurting for money. They have to, you know. I mean, you take that chance. I'm sure hockey is about the same as football as far as.
Ankle and knee injuries.
Yeah, and you mean now after the guy's retired 10 years, he's going to sue the hockey league for his ankle that hurts him once in a while. I mean, you know, they claim, well, they made him play. In a game, and they shouldn't have done that. But I don't believe that. I mean, maybe they may say, well, you know, it'll hurt you for a while, but we'll give you a shot of cortisone or something, you know. Yeah, doc, that's all right. I got to get in there. I don't want to lose my job, you know. I
Yeah,
got
they make millions a year.
Yeah.
Millions a year.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was a little, and I'm almost sure some of the '85 Bears are doing it. You know, I don't know if
Yeah.
they started it, but you know, them guys are revered. I mean, like, you know, wow, you played professional football. Can I have your autograph? You know what I mean? Now here they're
Yeah.
trying to, you know, sue the football league because they get a headache once in a while. You know.
Well, the only one that win in that situation is the attorneys.
Well, yeah, if it goes right, yeah.
Win or lose,
Win
the
or lose.
attorneys get paid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's like anybody who played football then at any level can say, "Hell, you know, my knee still hurts me. I'm going to sue the high school because I played football for the high school." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind
Yeah.
of that's what it could lead to. You know,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
These days, yeah.
yeah, right. It's like anything they could find, you know, they want to sue you for.
Right.
But I hope they drop it or whatever. I hope it don't get drawn out, you know.
Yeah.
How's your little guy doing in hockey now? What is he, 6 years old now?
No, he's 7.
Oh, 7. Okay, I was
Yeah,
pretty
he
close.
was 7 in February.
Playing some junior hockey, or what do they call it? Mighty Mites or something?
He's Mite. Yeah, he's in the Mites
Yeah.
age group.
Yeah. Do they play through the summer, Wayne?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, how do you guys? What do you got to pay for ice time? Was it so much a year or so? You got to pay for ice time and the refs and all that, don't you?
I guess my son would know more about that than I would.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it costs so much. You know, the ice.
Yeah, I think it's $350 for 8 weeks.
Is that right? See
10
that?
weeks.
Yeah. No, it gets expensive after a while.
Yeah.
But all right, Wayne. Listen, buddy. Well, we'll let you go. Thanks for calling in. And
Okay.
again, sorry about your Bruins, but I know the Hawks are your second favorite. But
Yep.
and well, I know what I meant. Are you a Boston baseball? Are you a Red Sox fan?
No, I haven't followed baseball at all ever
Really?
since the '60s. When
Yeah.
I was in high school.
Well,
When the Yankees won.
Yeah, well, back then you're right. They won a lot. Yeah, I bumped
Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle, and Yogi Berra.
Yeah.
And all those guys.
Yeah, you're bringing back all the old, good old guys. All right,
Right.
Wayne. Thanks an awful lot, buddy. Say hi to your son for me.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Take care, Wayne.
Bye.
Bye. That's Wayne H. O'Brien. He likes the Boston Bruins and the Minnesota Vikings. I forgot he was brought up out that way. I forgot exactly why. He's for those teams, but he lives in Chicago now, or out in Montgomery, and we're getting him over to the Bears and the Hawks. All right, we'll take a fast break, folks, and be right back. Hey, this is the Donna Sports, Don Figuarelli, telling you about one of our great sponsors. All right, Pyramid Pizzeria and Sports Bar. That's right, Pyramid Pizzeria and Sports Bar, Addison's favorite pizzeria at 236 West Lake Street in Addison. Phone number 630-458-0777. Hot, fast delivery. 2012 Addison's Pizza by the Slice winner. Yes, best thin crust pizza, best sausage pizza, best pizza sauce. Late night delivery. Here's their hours, Sunday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's 10:30. Friday and Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Minimum order $10. Delivery charge only $2.50. Menu prices subject to change without notice. Dine in, delivery, carry out, catering. That's Pyramid Sports Bar and Pizzeria. www.pyramidclubaddison.com. Go there. Hi everybody, Don Figuarelli here, the Don of Sports. I want to tell you about some very interesting people that I know, a wonderful company that they have, Danny and Loretta Rosenmeyer. It's their 25th anniversary being in business, and in conjunction with ComEd. Okay, they do a lot of work for ComEd. They're bringing stewardship to the construction industry for 25 years and counting. Intren, outperforming every day. They're located at 18202 West Union Road in Union, Illinois. 60180. Their website, www.intren.com. That's INTREN. Outperforming every day. Loretta and Danny Rosemeyer. Loretta is the Chief Executive Officer. Her mobile phone is 815-341-4535. That's Intren. 25th anniversary, bringing stewardship to the construction industry for 25 years and counting. A wonderful corporation. Thank you very much. All right, that's it. Hi, everybody. This is Don Figuarelli, the Don of Sports. I want to tell you about a great law person, a law firm, actually, Giacobbe Law, okay? Injury, workers' comp, criminal, traffic. Thomas M. Giacobbe, attorney at law. He's located at 181 South Bloomingdale Road, Suite 103 in Bloomingdale, Illinois. Now, the office number is 630-894-4400. Cell phone number 630-439-5256. Let me give you that again. His cell phone, 630-439-5256. A fax, you want to send him a fax, 630-894-4681. That's Giacobbe Law. Thomas M. Yeah, Thomas M. Tommy will take care of you. Call or email tmgiacobbe@gmail.com or www.giacobbelaw.com. Tom Giacobbe, a great attorney. He'll help you out. Again, injury, workers' comp. You're in a wreck, call Thomas. Criminal, traffic. What an attorney this gentleman is. I recommend him highly. All right, folks, thanks an awful lot for listening. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now is Jack Red Ryan. Hello, Jack.
Hello.
Hello, Jack. How you doing, buddy?
How you, pal?
Well, you know, Jack, I got on a subject here, and it's kind of making me aggravated. I can't believe that the Bears, some of the 85 Bears were the ones who started this lawsuit against the NFL, you know, for injuries they received or they had, you know, back, whatever, you know, Jack, and I'm going, you know, why, you know, them guys are so revered. Oh, you're an ex-player, give me your autograph, and they get a lot of money.
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up there, Don.
Am I?
Yeah. Anyway, I understand what you're saying. I guess it just proves that after all, they are human. They're men like you and I, and for whatever reason, this big suit is going in, and people have issues, and you know, you played football at the college level, and you know the risks, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean, Jack. Now, am I gonna sue Western Illinois University because I get a headache once in a while? I mean,
headaches?
Well, no, I mean, but right, everybody you get a headache every once in a while. So am I gonna sue the Western Illinois?
I don't know. I mean, as I said, it proves that they're people like you and I and everybody else, and maybe they do have some issues. I don't know. You know, I mean, everybody has the old wounds to either hobbling around or something, right?
Right. But I mean, that's the chance you take playing football. You know that it's a rough game. You know, the only thing is just disband the whole sport or whatever. I mean, because you're gonna have injuries here somewhere, and why?
Occasional death in football, you have, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Remember Chuck Hughes was that? He was, I think, a wideout for Detroit who died on the field at the time playing the Bears.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
40 years ago, I'm sure.
Yeah, and
very famous picture, Dick Butkus, and you can see he's distressed to get somebody out here. You can see, and he wasn't hit. He just had some heart problem, and we didn't even know about.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a good trivia question. Hughes was his name. Dick, was it? You're right.
Chuck Hughes.
Oh, Chuck. Yeah, I remember. You're right. I remember that scene. You're absolutely right. Remember seeing
a picture. I mean, the one picture told it all.
Yeah.
But big old mean Dick Butkus looked like he was totally, moved by, shocked by the whole thing. I'm sure he was.
Well, sure.
Would you be?
Yeah. You're right. But I mean, things like
not
that.
getting up from this, not being hit.
Yeah, that's the kind of a sport it is. I don't think the league is liable for that. Would you?
Yeah. Well, some people. They think there may be a settlement, and maybe they figure they got to hop on it now. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
so not, they were well paid for what they do. God bless them. I think they should be. All all the big money in the pro sports come from TV. TV revenue is basically the big money part of it. And,
right.
Certainly, the fact that people weren't as well paid before doesn't mean they shouldn't be now. But I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe there's a little bit of greed involved. Could be, do you think?
I think. Let me just read this, Jack. According to the latest suit, McMahon, of course, Jim McMahon, quarterback for the Bears, said he suffered a broken neck and a broken ankle in his career, but was given medication and pushed back onto the field. Now, the suit also says he became addicted to painkillers, and at one point was taking more than 100 pills per month. Brother.
Quite possibly, if you went back to the time, you probably couldn't keep him off the field. They probably wanted to get back on badly. I mean, most competitors do, right?
Yeah, right. I'm okay. Put me in,
right.
I mean, that's how them guys are,
Remember Marv Fleming? Was it Marv Fleming?
Marv?
No. This guy was a receiver for the Packers, and not like Boyd Dowell or Turtle Dale. Maybe like the second wave of those, like Bob Long or something. I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah.
But he came in to huddle, and I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "Oh, I'm fine." And he played, I guess, almost last quarter of the game, and he didn't remember any of it. So he didn't remember any of it afterwards. So,
is that right?
Things are going to happen, and
yeah. But, I mean, I don't see where it's the league's fault, or they have to...
there are serious injuries and deaths, even in baseball or wrestling. There's a lot of pro wrestlers have died in the ring. A lot, but over the years there are quite a few deaths.
Yeah, exactly right. Here's another from Van Horn.
Boxing, too, right?
Yeah, oh, sure. Well, that, I wouldn't feel bad if they banned that sport, but... If you call it a sport, right?
You're breaking up again, partner.
Am I? Sorry. Well, here.
You're flying solo today, huh?
Yeah. Big guy is off today.
Hope he's feeling better.
Little leg problem there. But he'll be back. The suit also alleges. Listen to this, Jack. The suit also alleges Van Horn played a full season on a broken leg and wasn't told about the injury for 5 years.
Oh, Keith Van Horn?
Yeah. How could you have a broken leg? They didn't tell you you had a broken leg. You didn't know your leg was broken.
Well, come on, guys. There's some indication, right?
Yeah. During the time he was fed pills to deal with the pain,
we know that we know about the things they were given. What about the things they were taking on their own? Some of them, for pain.
Right. How about
recuperation and.
Yeah, how about that? You're absolutely right.
That's a sad situation. Anyway, can I tell you about something else to change subject a little?
Yeah, go ahead.
2 weeks ago, I had the pleasure of attending the Catholic League Football Coaches Association and their induction Hall of Fame, and quite a few inductees from all over. I can't begin to name some now, but I know my own guys like Todd Wernett he coached at St. Rita for a long time.
Yeah,
he was inducted. He was a St. Rita man also. He was a student of the game, and his associate who used to handle the defense is Pat Cronin. I was trying to get his name.
Yeah, Cronin.
His name was Maurice. Pat Cronin, very successful coach. I think he was at St. Patrick's before he came to St. Rita, and they really, really carried on. Built also to read. Established a tradition of winning there, and his associate who handled the defense. Named Jim Angston. He was voted Man of the Year, and I knew those people, so I attended. I'm not a coach myself, but it was held at the Crystal Sky banquets in McCook.
Oh, sure, yeah.
If you ever know,
near Harlem. Near Harlem Avenue down there, I think.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. It's the intersection of 47th and Joliet Road there.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a beautiful facility, and it's like plenty of parking around there. Enjoyed it very much. I saw a lot of my friends I knew in seen years from St. Rita, and our friends from Mendel. Like we had Bob Napoli last year. He was the mayor of Willowbrook. He was a guest on our historian show, and we had Bob Napoli on your TV show. Remember Bob?
Nice
Jack
guy.
Lasney, president of the Mendel Association, and they were all there. So it was a very, very, very pleasant evening, and it was there were a lot of those awards things. Of course, not the Fitness Hall of Fame award show. Like a lot of them can get dragged out a little bit, but this was interesting from the start to finish. So. Anyway, I would recommend anybody is supporting this sort of thing. So
is Napoli in the Hall of Fame, Jack?
No, he's not in the Catholic League Hall. He's in Mendel's Hall of Fame.
Oh okay.
Yeah. So these guys, amazing how, like when Mendel in particular is a school. I feel sorry for him. It's like having your school closed like that is like what was the school that closed right near you?
Driscoll
Catholic, right?
Oh,
now that's like having if your Cubs were just to move to Albuquerque or somewhere now all of a sudden or if our Sox were to go to St. Peter's after St. Pete like they threatened to do it with them one time. Or rip your emotions apart inside, wouldn't it?
Oh, sure.
It's the same thing with having your school gone, so I'm really giving these guys credit for holding it together. But anyway, what else is new there?
Yeah. Well, we're let's see. I got a golf outing coming up, Jack. Called the Addison Cup. You've heard of the Ryder Cup, where
I'm losing you again. Which repeat?
Yeah, I say I've got an affair coming up on Saturday the 31st of May. It's called the Addison Cup, Golf Cup. Like the Ryder Cup. Well, this is the Addison Cup, and I got some 4 local guys who are good golfers are going to play 9 holes of golf, and I give them a big cup.
I never could get the whole hang of the game because I always have trouble getting the ball through the windmill at the last hole. So.
That's pee-wee golf now. Come on.
So, let's see. My son-in-law, my cousin, and myself are going out to see the Yankees. Saturday at Sal.
Oh, are they? Well, no. Wait a minute. Yeah. They're playing the Cubs. Oh, I see. Then
the Cubs right now. So this is a good example of the things they've done in recent years. They got the interleague play going, and they haven't overdoing it. So as long as you maintain the identity of the 2 leagues, I think it's okay, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And then they went and they merged. Used to have National League umpires and American League umpires. So it's all Major League umpires now. So it's much easier in doing the assignments. For example, say the same crew can work the Cubs Yankees and then work the Sox Yankees and then say make a short trip to Milwaukee and handle that.
I see.
Much easier scheduling and travel, I'm sure, is better.
You're absolutely right. They can
all considerations, right?
Yeah, you're right. I see the Yankees or the Cubs beat the. How do you figure that the Cubs beat the Yankees last night or yesterday, and they but they're way under 500. They win one once in a while. I guess. It's going to happen, but they're not consistent. And the Sox, they're bragging if they could get up to 500, they'll be happy, I mean, being a Sox fan, I want to mention it was very, I thought it was a very class thing for the management of the Cubs to pay special tribute to Derek Jeter, and this is his farewell season. Yeah, well, that was
guys like that come along once in a while. You got Cal Ripken, people like that. Understand like they would stay and sign everything. Every kid that wanted to sign.
Yeah, that's right. They'd stay for hours. Which is.
And what about like Mariano Rivera last year? When he was on his tour, he wanted to meet in all the ballparks with the people who worked the park, not the executives, but the people that he had all kinds of autographed the bats and balls and things to give them. And that's class.
Yeah, that's right.
Sammy Sosa disappointed me when he left the Cubs. He just left early in that day, and want to get a rush on the traffic or something like that.
Yeah, you never know with those guys. All right, Jack. Hey, thanks a lot for the update and conversation, and go Irish. We'll We'll
go Hawks.
And go Hawks, yeah, a couple
and
more
go
games.
Go Cubs even, go Sox.
Yeah, right.
Wouldn't you love to see all Chicago World Series here?
Oh, yeah. Well, it might not. It'll happen.
Well,
I don't know in my lifetime, but it might happen.
How do you know? How do you know?
We got to keep pulling for it. All right, Jack, again, thanks a lot, all right?
You're welcome.
And we'll talk to you next week. All right, folks, we'll take a fast break and be right back. Hi, everybody. I'm here with Ralph Venturini from Ozzy's, the world's best subs, at Wolf and Grand in Melrose Park. Hi, Ralph. Ralph, tell the folks a little bit about the history of Ozzy's.
Well, I'll tell you what. It started in 1971. It was a little grocery store, and my father decided that it came up for sale, and he decided that he would take advantage and go ahead and buy this little business and take a whirl at it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a tiny little 800 square foot space, and him and my mom ran it, and they learned it. And
all right, give me the ingredients of your great Italian subs.
Well, I'll tell you, the Italian has 3 kinds of meat. We put provolone cheese on it, Italian dressing, lettuce and tomatoes, and if you like, you can add pickles, onions, and peppers, and let me tell you, this sandwich is excellent.
Come on, folks, get out to Ozzy's at Wolf and Grand. Open 24 hours. Give them a call at 847-455-0845. Hey, everybody, welcome back. I'd like you to go over to Addison Advantage of Addison, a car care center. Why? Because they have a free inspection for your brakes, your exhaust, your struts, your shaft, ball joints, radiators, water pumps, timing belts, tires, wheel bearing. You realize there are that many things that be done on a car?
Hey, that's all called preventive maintenance, right?
That's absolutely right. Yeah, it's absolutely right.
You can't be too safe.
Mm-hmm, yeah, get in there and but if you do need some things, there's a $20 bonus voucher for any service over $250, which that save you $20, and a $5 bonus voucher. I keep saying voucher. $5 off any service over $30. That'd be easy to do. An oil change would be that. You'd get $5 off. They're located at 885 Lake Street in Addison. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6. On Saturday from 8 to 3, give Dominic or Leon a call at 630-543-1397. All right, that's Auto Advantage of Addison, Car Care Center. Great guys. They have best warranty around and the longest warranty around. Brakes are $70 off on a brake job with a 4-wheel lifetime warranty. Can you imagine that? And a 1-year warranty on all labor that they do. All work comes with a warranty. So if you need your oil change, you need transmission, you need flush, or front end work, fuel pumps, whatever you could think of on your car, go over to Addison Advantage of Addison at 885 Lake Street in Addison. Call Dominic or Leon, 630-543-1397. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now, my good friend Jeff Trusco. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Don. Good morning.
Good morning to you, buddy. We're bowling kind of winding down. Well, I mean, it's over for us. Summertime coming, and bowling kind of takes a back seat for us. But we had a pretty good, last quarter. Did we tell the folks, kind of bring us up to date on the whole year, Jeff? Would you do that for the folks?
I would say we had a real good year. We did not win the championship, of course, but all things considered, we had a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is probably the best team we've had, not counting when we did win the championships in the past. I think this was the best makeup of a team that we've ever had because of our averages.
Mm-hmm.
Both Pete Spino and Matt Carranza finished 201 and 200 respectively.
Wow.
Jeannie Shrilla had a 190.
Mm-hmm.
You had a 186. I had a 185. And our substitutes, Andy had a 197 and Mike Grigsby a 209.
Wow.
So we finished the first quarter in 4th place. The second quarter we finished in 7th place. And we got a slow start at the beginning of the year. But once we, had so many games under our belts, so we started to click, know how the lanes were running, and I can't fault any lane conditions at any time.
That's right, yeah.
And the third quarter was our best. We did finish in first place for our division, which allowed us a spot in the playoffs. And the fourth quarter, we finished in third place. And as it turned out, our team had the second highest total points for the season.
Wow!
And we had a record point-wise of 554.5 won and 405.5 lost. And there are other teams who have more higher average bowlers on their lineup than we do. But the point of it is, we, like it says, any one of us was able to come through and pick the others up, and we were fourth in total scratch pins in the league and second in handicap pins. So even though we don't have 213, 215, 218 average bowlers, 220 average bowlers like some of the teams do, like I says, I am very happy with the makeup of our team this year, and it was not close to being a failure. In any stretch of imagination, we did well.
Yes.
And unfortunately, though, we did lose in the second round of the, or rather in the first round of the playoffs. And on a final night where points didn't matter for anybody, we did beat technically one of the strongest teams in the league by taking, let's see, what was it, 20 points out of 30.
Wow.
And so I feel good about it.
Yeah, we finished. It's just that one night where the team that beat us for the go into the final, the championship game or match, just got extra hot for some reason, and we were off just a tad.
Yep.
And that's all it takes.
That was that team was in the first round. Our opponents were Chicago Spence, and that's the team we beat for the championship a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's right.
And the thing of it is, they had three guys who rolled between 630 and 663, whereas our high was only a 596.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Yeah, they were able to put the strikes together, and we were not able to match it.
I think a few years ago, too, Jeff, I don't think that team had that Adam Peterson on it. I don't think so. Adam was their anchor man, that bowled 7-something.
He's got a 216 average.
Yeah, I don't think he was on the team when we beat them a few years ago. I really don't think so. You know what I mean? You'd have to check that.
Yeah. I'd have to check that because it's only 2 years ago, but I just don't remember.
Yeah, but I do not think he bowled that night when we beat him for the championship, Jeff. Which that was a big difference for them when they got him. He'd bowl over 600 every week. He's
a very good bowler. He's a young guy. I believe he's in his 20s still, and he's a darn good bowler and a nice kid too.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But that's what killed us that night. Didn't he bowl 700 against us? Wasn't it? Or that last in the playoff, did he have?
No, he had a 663.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, got a little slow start with only a 206, but like I said, that's 10 pins under his average, and then he was a bit over his next two games at 221 and 236. So he certainly did his part in helping them beat us.
Yeah, but I can't believe they lost the championship match. I really can't. I'm so shocked with that. The team that they beat or got beaten by, I hardly I don't even think we bowled them in the regular season.
Well, we did.
We did, huh?
The team that won the championship, I believe, is Prestige. And we bowled them only once during the season, and that's the way it goes because you're on a 33-week schedule, and there are 18 teams in the league, so you're only going to bowl some teams only twice, and there are a couple teams we bowled 4 times.
Yeah,
because
right.
That's due to the position round.
Seemed like poor J.D. Muggs. We kept bowling them every week, right?
Oh, we smacked them. We smacked them good. So out of four competitions against them for 120 points, we won 91.
Yeah.
And the other team, Shuckabucks, we bowled them 4 times and we won 71.
Oh my.
So, or wait a minute. 41 and 74, I'm sorry. So we've done well against those two teams, and I got it. Congratulations to Prestige for winning the championship.
Well, yeah, we have to say that.
Of course, and they certainly deserve it. Now, here's the odd thing about this. The only time we bowled Prestige during the season we beat them 28 points out of 30.
Oh, it's almost unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, that's every man beating his man every game. Almost,
yeah. That
right?
was back in the day after Christmas, as a matter of fact.
For some reason, Jeff, I can't picture it, you know. I just, I know we beat J.D. Muggs, something like that. I remember that, vividly.
Yeah, we beat them
29
points we took from them. That was a position round on February 6th.
Yeah.
And the only mark we lost was because Joe Bogash had, I think, the first 7 strikes in a row, winding up with a 278, and so he won the match point against Genie. Other than that, the rest of us won all our match points against our opponents, and thus, of course, you're going to win the games and the series. So next year, we've got to try to win all 30. Because I don't believe that's ever been done.
I don't think so. But, Jeff, wait, let's just shift gear here just for a moment, okay? Just recently, as a matter of fact, yesterday, 385 Bears are suing the NFL for injuries they received when they were playing. Now, when I seen that or when I heard that, I go, you got to be kidding, They're accusing the National Football League of negligence, that they made them play under duress, and now they get a headache once in a while, so they want to sue for $18 million or something. I mean, have you followed that, or have you seen that at all?
Well, I've heard it on the news, of course,
yeah.
And when something like that comes up, I always wonder, excuse me, nobody forced you to play the game of football. You know it's a very rough game.
Yes.
You're hitting people, and people are hitting you. Injuries are bound to happen, and then you're going to fault your employer or the coaches for putting you in there. That's what you choose to do.
Absolutely. I mean, it just diminishes their play, their stature. I mean, come on, they're revered everywhere. You know what I mean? Everywhere they go, wow, you're an ex-Bear football player. Can I have your autograph?
Yeah.
And to pull something like this, to say things like that, I mean, it's here. I'll just read some of this here. The suit alleges Van Horn played a full season on a broken leg and wasn't told about the injury for 5 years. Now, wait a minute.
He doesn't know he has a broken leg? Are you kidding me?
That's what it said in the paper. During which time he said he was fed pills to deal with the pain.
Well, imagine a police officer being shot while doing his job, and then he's gonna sue the police department.
Yeah, or
because,
a fireman,
hey,
right?
I didn't know I was going to be in harm's way.
Yeah. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
It is.
And I was so disappointed in some of the 85 Bears. It's McMahon and Richard Dent.
Yeah.
And Van Horn that I know of.
Yeah,
so
it's
far.
Surprising.
Yeah, it really is.
And it just befuddles me because first of all, they waited this long, number one. Number two, do they just sit around dreaming up, hey, let's try this. Let's claim we have these injuries, and let's blame the coaches, let's blame the organization, let's blame the league, because we didn't join football to get hurt.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I know, right. You're absolutely right, and I hope that doesn't really go through or whatever, but to even think, even say stuff like that, it's just it's not a good thing, I don't think,
It just defies common sense and all rational thought, in my opinion. It really does. Yeah, sure, we look at those guys as fantastic players. They won the Super Bowl for us, but come on, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's like anyone else who played any sport almost now, right? I mean, you could, someone who played baseball, and then he said, I got hit in the head with the helmet 10 years ago, and now I get a headache once in a while, so I'm going to sue the team I played for. I mean, I don't get they're thinking along those lines.
Right.
I mean, yeah, and they all have compensation and whatever, you know what I mean? They have insurance to cover their hospital bills and things like that, don't you think?
Sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I just I couldn't believe it when I heard it, but let's hope it fades away,
Yes.
All right, Jeff. Hey, thanks an awful lot for the call.
It was probably some attorney that got a brainstorm and came up with the idea and egged these guys on to do such a thing.
Now, Johnny, we can't blame the attorneys,
Oh, sure we can. It's always a possibility.
Right. Yeah, because you never know who brings up the ideas, so we can't falsely accuse somebody. All right. Hey, Jeff, thanks an awful lot. And we'll see you at the Senior Olympics for bowling.
2 months to go. It's going to be on Thursday in the middle of July, and we'll be in touch before that.
Oh, yes. All right, Jeff. Take care. Thank you very
too.
much. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks. We'll take a fast break and be right back.
If you get a chance, get over to J.D. Muggs Bar and Grill, located at 437 North Addison Road in Addison, Illinois. 33 different kinds of beer. Can you imagine that? It's the home of the He-Man Burger, and baby, that is a He-Man Burger. Wait till you see the size of that burger. Chicken Caesar salad, which is one of my favorites. It's a friendly atmosphere. There's karaoke on Wednesday night and a great DJ on Fridays. Call Dean at 630-833-2570.
Hi, my name's Tom Sims. I'm the owner of Fox Bowl. We are Fox Bowl Training Center and Pro Shop. We set ourselves apart because we emphasize instructions. We have a full-time bowling instructor, Greg Zika. We have instant replay, videotape each bowler. Another program that we have is our Youth Bowling, USA Bowling. It's an 8-week program, after school type of thing. It's 8 weeks for $88 with instructions, and every child gets a free bowling ball, a $75 value. And thank you from Fox Bowl.
Hi, everybody. This is Don Figueroa of Don Sports, talking about Wayne Houses O'Brien. For all your real estate needs, call Wayne Houses O'Brien. Yes, the H stands for houses. At 630-235-5880, or visit his website at flyingrealtor@yahoo.com. That's right. He's a pilot. He'll take a picture of your home from the sky. Whether you're buying or selling, call Wayne at 630-235-5880. He has residential, commercial, and investment properties. He is honest, hardworking, and friendly. Those are all the traits you want in a realtor. He loves hockey and he loves to fly. Again, call Wayne Houses O'Brien at 630-235-5880, or visit him on his website at flyingrealtor@yahoo.com. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. On the line with me now, NASCAR Jeff. Indy 500 coming up. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, good morning there.
How are you, Jeff? Listen, Jeff, I know you're a NASCAR guy and you raced yourself and so on. However, you need to make a living right now, and you're doing some remodeling, are you, Jeff? What is that business that you have going? Tell the folks that. Give them some phone numbers and websites, will you?
Well, I'm actually turned into a carpenter. I do woodworking, custom recycled furniture. A lot of people throw things out. A lot of wood, especially. I use the scrap woods to make furniture out of.
Wow. Okay.
100% American recycled furniture, and pallets, crates, wood flooring. That's basically what I do with it now. I'm making mantles and bars, and you name it, I basically do it. So now I'm called the Dutch Carpenter.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting, Jeff. You could probably go to like a home improvement show and things like that. Do you do that?
A lot of my shows that I do, my craft shows, are wrapped around eco-friendly shows like green shows. Batavia has one. And,
I see. Okay.
And so I try to make. This is the first year I've done this, so I'm trying to make certain shows, and I'm just getting the feel of it because it's a hobby. I'm turning into a profession.
Well, sure, good for you. And maybe you could even get on like WGN sometime. In the morning, the news show. They do special things, and you're doing green, like you say. For the environment that. They can do an interview for you or with you. That'd be great.
Oh, I'd love to do a show sometime, maybe in the near future or something, on how to do this. And and I that's one thing I really love doing. And the second thing is the racing part of it, because I know there's a few racing shows out there, but not very many, especially in Chicagoland. Everybody's talking about the Hawks, of course, and and the Bears and stuff, but nobody really does a good racing show with a racing format where it has everything. And and I do have a couple of sites on Facebook. It's called Everything Racing, and it goes from everything from 2 wheels to 4 wheels and flying. You got airplanes, planes, trains, and automobiles. Anything to do with racing, I've got it.
Oh,
lawnmower racing, motocross. This weekend's a biggie.
Yeah.
Because it's a holiday weekend. You've got like 4 things, I believe, going on.
Is that
right? You've got motocross going on. You've got Indy cars. You've got the NASCAR thing, and you've got drag racing. So I try to keep up, and it's a busy time of year because I'm trying to keep all the schedules in one piece and not mix them up like I did last year.
Yeah, is that right? You know, speaking of that, Jeff, a friend of mine did something a week ago, and he was so excited about it, and he said it was great. Now, he took his son down to Chicagoland Speedway, I believe. Isn't that near Joliet there, that one? And isn't that it, Chicagoland?
Yeah.
Well, they got to
down south by Joliet. It's actually Joliet. So,
yeah.
I mean,
well, they got to. It cost some dough, I know, but they got to ride in a real race car around the track. He says they were going up to 140 miles an hour around the track. But you could either drive the car, that costs a little more, I think, or you could sit next to the driver and go around a few times. Are you familiar with that?
Oh yeah. You could get what they call Richard Petty driving school. You could do it a couple ways. One is you can get in a car with some of these guys, I shouldn't say retired, but some of them are retired or fill-ins for some of the bigger guys when they do testing. Race car drivers, and they'll take you out and see how fast. You could actually see how fast 180 miles an hour going around the Joliet Speedway, the Chicagoland Speedway would be.
Yeah. He said
the other one is a racing school where they take you out and you basically learn how to drive the car in a certain way. Now, I've done that, and I've done the Buddy Baker Racing School, which that one is more intense.
Really?
Because you get to race with other people.
Yeah. Oh,
but there's several different ways, and the fastest I've gone is almost 160, and it's fast, and those cars have got so much top-end speed.
Yeah.
You got to be careful. The bottom end is not so much as the top end. And once they get going, boy, you're flying. And
is that right?
I love it. The faster, the better. But if anybody has the time, and it's not cheap, but it's fun if you want to, see how they work. Now, these are older cars
that
are probably maybe 5 years old. There's some of the older cars that were like in 2005 or young or older, but you're not. They're usually 2 or 3 years behind the new models.
Yeah, right. But they're still quick though and fast and.
Yeah, but you got to sign your life away too. I mean, you wreck one or something.
Is that right? Yeah. Well, sure.
Yeah.
I meant. Yeah, you have to take that chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. But it's fun. Now they have one in Indy cars. They also have one in drag racing. So you name it, you can do it. It just depends on how much money you want to spend.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to do that someday. But although I'm not really a speed guy, I mean, I'm not. When I drive, hey, Grandpa, you're not doing the speed limit,
I picture you as a road race guy that they have that. A couple times a year, they have road races up in what is it? The golf course up in
Wisconsin,
Monterey, California. That's the sportsman type thing.
Yeah.
They have different kinds of sports cars, and they all it's like a rodeo basically. You do it on a road course, but it's a day-long event.
Is that right?
You're not going 100 miles an hour or something, whatever, It depends on the cars and stuff, but that's a classic automobile type thing.
Oh, okay.
I picture on that.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Jeff, thanks an awful lot for the update, and...
I just wanted to let everybody know that this weekend is the IndyCar race on Sunday.
All right.
Okay, and then Sunday night is, the Coca-Cola 600 from Charlotte. Now, Kurt Busch is going to be running in 2 different races. This is a stock car guy who's racing Indy cars, and he's going to fly from there to go try and compete with the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte.
He's doing that again, huh?
It's going to be interesting to watch, and I thought I'd throw my picks out there real quick from a NASCAR guys.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I think Jimmy Johnson's going to win this with Kyle Busch coming in second and Joey Logano third. There's some really good, tight racing going on with the new car this year, which I'm really, really impressed. And if you guys, anybody out there is really into any kind of racing, do watch some of the races. And I tell you, it's getting better every year. And the same thing with Indy cars. They're straightening their mess out there. So it's going to be a fun weekend of racing. And I know if you can't watch it, you got other things to do. Try and tape it because you're going to miss a lot.
Absolutely. One other thing, Jeff. Who's going to win the 500? I don't think you told me that. Jimmy Johnson's going to win the Coca-Cola, but who's going to win the 500?
I think it's going to be Helio Castroneves. And I think,
again, huh?
Yeah, I think the Penske guys are going to do a route. I really do. I think you got Will Power in there. Now you got Juan Pablo Montoya racing in there. Wow. It's either going to be them or a Ganassi guy. Between the two of them, they kind of share the load when who gets first and second. But I think the Penske guys have got a good chance this year.
Yeah, he spends a lot of money on that too. All right, all right, Jeff. Thanks an awful lot, Jeff. We'll talk to you next week. Okay.
And happy Memorial Day.
Thank you, Jeff. Bye now.
Bye.
All right, folks. We'll be right back. Hang on.
Hi, everybody. The Donna Sports here. Hey, you guys, it's time to get out and golf. The DuPage County Forest Preserve courses are open. Maple Meadows at 272 Addison Road in Wooddale. It's a links-type course that is in great shape and no trees to hit. That's what a links-type course is, not many trees. Oak Meadows at 900 North Wooddale Road in Addison is a traditional course with trees, beautiful flowers, and not many sand traps. And the price is reasonable. And get this, it has the longest bar in DuPage County for the 19th hole. And Green Meadows on 63rd and Westmont, a shorter course that is in great shape also. All of these courses are waiting for you at reasonable prices. Call Oak Meadows at 630-595-0071 and make your tee time.
America is one of the largest financial services marketing organizations in the nation, with approximately 95,000 licensed independent representatives. Primerica is an industry leader in financial services. I'm Mike Figarelli, an independent representative and senior vice president in the Bensonville area, and the company's goal is to help ordinary families prepare for their financial futures. We've shown many local families how to do just that, and we are prepared to grow locally by providing people with financial solutions as well as a great business opportunity. As an independent representative with Primerica, you can build a business of your own, part-time or full-time. To learn more about the Primerica business opportunity, call me, Mike Figarelli, at 630-860-0033. Again, that's 630-860-0033.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Before we get to Jack Ryan with a final comment, let me tell you about our sponsors, because those guys are responsible for me being on the air, okay? And they're all great people and good businesses. So Jacoby Law, Thomas Jacoby just started with me, but if you need an attorney, please give him a call, 630-439-5256. Injury, workman's comp, criminal or traffic problems. Give Thomas M. Jacoby a call. All right, of course, Primerica Investments. You want to invest some money? Primerica, Fox Bowl and Wheaton. You want to do some bowling? You want to buy a house? Wayne H. O'Brien. You want to have some work done? Loretta Rosemeyer, Intren. Of course, you have to go through ComEd on that. Auto Advantage. You want to get your car fixed? Go to Auto Advantage in Addison. You want 33 beers? J.D. Muggs in Addison, the Pyramid. You want to play some pool? 25 pool tables. The Pyramid Bar and Pizza. And Max Golden Pheasants for delicious meals and a great bar. And I hope I didn't forget anybody. I don't believe I did. All right. Jack. Hello, Jack.
And if they want to buy any kind of selected junk, we're having a yard sale this weekend. So. All kinds of eclectic.
You're having a yard sale, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Well, I hope the weather holds up for you, Jack.
Well, you don't get rich on them, but at least you can make use of,
Well, yeah, right. You figure someone could use some stuff,
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I should pay you for that little plug.
No.
I was thinking last night. I know I was switching back and forth. Don't tell anybody. I was actually checking on the Cubs Yankees game too there, and it was great of them to, as I said before, honor Jeter the way they did. But all the history you have, like the very famous. How many people realize the famous so-called where Babe called his shot and pointed where he's going to put the home run? That was Wrigley Field in the 1935 World Series, I think it was.
Okay.
35 or 38.
Yeah, in that range.
Anyway, the Cubs were in the series quite often in their day, and every 5 years they were up there, and they just didn't manage to pull it all off. But
they were real competitive. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but as my dad said, and this is probably the truth, the Babe did not call his shot. He had 2 strikes, and he was saying, "I have one more on me." Of course, he went along with the story later because it was, after all, we got kind of a boring series. The Cubs got swept in 4.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, in those, the things, it seems like when time, the distance of time gets in between the event and the time, it gets so legendary that they almost take on like a sort of Olympian sort of a view in our eyes, don't you say?
Well, yeah, you're right. But he could have, you do things like that in sports. You could say, I'm going to hit this one over here, or I'm going to score a touchdown. I'm going to run around the end. Bowling. In bowling, I do that a lot myself. I say, all right, guys, here comes a strike,
Oh, yeah, I know that. But, it makes a lot more sense. They got one more left on me because they said the bench was getting, when they say getting on a guy, it's not like, it's like terrible. Those guys were baseball players. It seems like in years gone by they were a much rougher crowd than they are. I don't think say they're manly, but rougher, gruff.
Yeah, right.
Street fighter type guys in the old days.
Chew tobacco and stuff like that.
Did anyone? I never asked you. Did anyone manage to see? It was on last year. The movie 42.
No.
About Jackie Robinson.
Oh, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. No, did you?
Yeah, I thought they did a good job of sticking very much to the facts. And there's a tendency also, as I said, you make like almost deify people, or at least you canonize them in years gone by. And the story, as I see it, there were a lot of incidents like Teddy Stanky. The Dodgers. He was a Dodgers second baseman, or whatever. He later managed the White Sox in the '60s. Remember the Brat?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, he was a good old boy from Alabama, and he didn't like the idea of this black man being on the team. But when they were playing, I think it was Philadelphia, and some guy was really dramatized, lousy, things he was saying to the side. And Stanky, he got up from the dugout and walked over and told him to shut up. This guy isn't supposed to. He's pledged not to retaliate. He thought he was yellow. Yellow thing to do.
Yeah.
So for them, and he said that was like a turning point. Then, and when they played in Cincinnati, and Pee Wee Reese, he wanted me to talk to him. He put his arm around Robinson, was playing first, a position he'd never played before, until that year, and they kind of talking. It was like that showed a lot because Pee Wee Reese himself was a Kentucky. He's a good old boy from Kentucky, so Anyway, it was very well done. It wasn't done with Branch Rickey, played by Harrison Ford. Got a real chance to act, maybe because he was getting older, like we all are. But he even said, he says, I know he's going to do well because he's a Methodist like I am. And then he said something about, I'm not doing this, and that is sort of what he said. I'm not doing this just to be progressive, but there's a lot of talent we could be getting this way too,
Yeah.
And there was a lot of talent in those Negro leagues anyway. So.
Well, sure, yeah, right. Oh, that's
my
interesting.
dad and some of the guys in the neighborhood, they used to go down and they'd shag fly balls with them. And there was at 39th and Wentworth there. It was the place where the Sox played before. There was the polo grounds. There had been some a cricket field.
Yeah.
And then they turned into and they were shagging them and playing, out in the field, shagging flies with these guys.
Is that right?
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was, my dad was born in 1914, so.
Yeah. He's almost as old as me, All right. Hey, Jack, thanks for that info, all right? And I'll talk to you next week, okay?
Yeah, I'll talk to you at home later.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jack. Take care. All right, folks, that wraps up the show. Thanks an awful lot for listening, and we'll get with you next week. Take care. All right.
Y'all ready for for this?
You have been listening to The Donna Sports with Don Figarelli from the John DeVita Broadcast Center on the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network. And remember to watch The Donna Sports with Don Figarelli every Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. on Comcast cable channel number 19. The Donna Sports was directed by John DeVita, edited by Stephen Lehman. Audio engineer is James Rohde, and the executive producer of the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network is John Shikanda. This program was pre-recorded on Wednesday, May the 21st, the year 2014. Be safe, and thanks for listening.